Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we will explore another workflow or tips and trick to know our sweet spots or the highest region of which containing a high amount of oil in place or gas in place, whatever is a property that, that we will depend on. In the last tutorial, we explore an option depending on the 2D map to exploring some statistical operation on the grid. Today we will follow the same but with another tip and trick. First, I have to have a model and already run, so I have the dynamic properties of it. So here I visualize the static properties. Once I scroll down and I already ran the model before the recording, I have the calculated properties and one category from the calculated properties which is fluid in place, and I have to activate it before running the model because in tNav in default and to reduce the size of the exported simulation case they not activating this option by default. So to activate it, one I will have to go to cases panel, and from I choose the case which I will run, and from result output I choose the requested properties, and in this search bar I have to write like in place and choose all the properties that I want to visualize. Here I selected all for just the matter of time. So back again, and from fluid put in place I have to expand and choose the fluid oil in place. Now I visualize the calculated values for the oil in place, but what I see here is just the roof or the top layer. So as we saw in the last tutorial, I have to make it like more attractive for the eye. I will click on the grid, visualize this by control line, show the boundaries, and also show the control line. Expanding the grid, clicking on the results, and from here the statistical operation I will choose sum. Once I choose sum, it's very obvious here that we have here an area which is not explored till now by drilled wells, which has higher amount of original oil in place, and also this area has also another amount of oil in place. Okay, so by changing the time step here you can see that the properties in front of you is changing by the time, and this is very rational because by the time the oil in place in this cell or in this area would be changing with the time. So I can do this workflow on other properties like the porosity, like the permeability. I can make a metric for porosity multiplied by permeability for like a capacity or some sweet spot to drill another well. So this is all for this tutorial, and see you later in other tutorial inshallah.